recording.
Are we recording?
Hello, yes, this is your host, Jesse Marlowe. Nick Juan
Sorry,
has
what was your
raised
name
their hand.
again?
My name is Big Dick Jesse. That's my name. BDJ.
I don't know a big dick Jesse.
Okay, I am joined by the person that beat me this week by under 2 points. Fuck you, Nick Juan. And
Oh, was that you?
yeah, that was me. And my other guest is Hitler,
Actually,
aka,
before we begin,
Terrence
I
Kim.
would like to make a statement.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you guys see me?
What the fuck am I looking at right now?
On behalf of my franchise, I relay the following message. All you bitches who call yourselves my league mates, go fuck yourselves. I have hit but the smallest of roadblocks, and you hear your prayers for my downfall, but I will not be deterred. The soon-to-be three-time champ does not rest. He rises from the depths like Jesus rose from the dead. My next matchup with William, I have dubbed Hiroshima. I was going to nuke his ass. The next week, I play you, Mr. Wan. Let's call it Nagasaki. Ultimately, I've won before, I've won again, and I will win thrice. I'll now take questions.
So you might say you're planning a third Reich?
Yes, exactly.
How long did you work on that?
I wrote it about 10 minutes before this. I actually went on ChatGPT and typed in NFL coaches message statement after 0-2 start, and it was the most pussy things ever, so I had to write my own.
Okay.
Oh, now,
I have no further questions. Nick, do
thank you,
have
thank
any?
you. Good day,
No,
good day, everyone.
Sounds like stuff an NFL coach would say.
Sounds like the fucking losing coach would say. Imagine being 0-2, bitch. Okay.
Are you not 0-2?
Oh, yeah, I am, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, boys.
Honestly,
So, Nick, do
no,
you have
fuck you.
an opening speech? I don't want to give Terrence just the only guy with the floor. Holy dog. Get out.
No, I just didn't even realize I was against you last week.
No, dude, that game was depressing for me. It honestly was, but
It should be depressing. It's putting up 60 points, Jesse. That's a depressing
I
part.
Bro, I didn't even see Brees put up 0.9. I didn't see that until just now.
Dude, it's so okay. We might as well start with our matchup, honestly, because it's like my whole team just disappointed me. Like every one of them. Oh my God.
Yeah, just like every other week, huh?
You shut your mouth. I mean, dude, I feel like I just traded for Kyron Williams. What do
I
we,
saw.
boys? Honest opinion. What do we think, boys?
I think he might be the RB1 for the Rams, and their team
I
is
see
looking
it.
pretty good. But just,
They're trading Akers, right?
I mean, for sure.
I think they said it's like kind of a sure thing. Yeah.
Sounded pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, I like him. I like him because
Yeah, I don't really watch Rams games, but I know he gets points. And the only thing for me is the Rams throw a lot. Like Matt Stafford literally uses like slants, like runs almost, you know?
Kyron Williams got 10 targets last game.
Okay.
And he played 95% of snaps. So, I mean, I don't know. It was either him or Tyler Algier. So,
Tyler Algier is I don't know why they give him the. I mean, he's still good, but Bijan's so much better than him. Like, I'm not saying
I
Tyler
mean,
Algier's bad.
Bijan, at the end of the day, he can't bust it in from the goal line. That's all.
That
I'm
was
saying.
one. He got one carry, and Tyler got like three.
Wait, no. Tyler Algier, at least the drive that I was watching, they literally used Algier as a fake. They gave it to Bijan one time, he got stuffed, and then they went out on fourth down. Falcons are bums, whatever.
Yeah,
But
dude, Nick is finessing out here. You're getting double wins at like under 100.
Bro, I just looked. When did Russell Wilson get put up almost 26? What?
No, did you see the fucking Hail Mary at the end of the game? That was crazy.
I didn't watch
Dude,
any on Sunday.
dude,
I was
literally,
out.
bro, that game I turned off before the last play because I'm like, yeah, fuck this game, it's over. And so I missed the Hail Mary.
I did see the clip on YouTube.
I just
It
saw the
was
clip on
crazy.
YouTube.
They didn't convert the 2 points, right?
No.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
No.
Tragic.
So
Yeah.
Nick, how are you feeling about your team right now?
I think
look at this team.
it's okay.
I
Dude,
like Laporta.
Jacksonville, freaking ass. last week.
Dude, tell me about it, bro. I was going
Bro,
into that game
Waddle?
with Ridley.
Why would you give up Waddle, ETN, and what, a first?
I only gave up Waddle, I think.
Yeah, it was you got
No, but you
ETN
got
and like a
ETN and
second.
the second.
Yeah. Why didn't you go for more?
You think I could have got more?
I think.
thought that
I
was
mean,
pretty
Ant
fair.
said he was offering you 3 first-round picks. So
Yeah.
I honestly forgot about that because I just let it sit there for a bit, and then I got busy, and I forgot about that until I hit send, and then I was like, oh, what's this notification? I saw the 3 first. I was like, oh, right.
oh, dude,
Would you have rather have
that's
taken that one then?
beast move.
I don't think so because it was like 24, 25, 26. I didn't like how spread out it was.
I see. I mean, ETN, I like ETN a lot. He didn't do that good this week, but I think he's really good.
ETN's a stud. ETN's definitely a stud. This
Also,
whole
that Jaguar. Go on.
I was gonna say the Tank Bigsby hype is such fake news. Tank Bigsby's a fucking
Oh, yeah.
bum.
I agree with that.
I mean, not
Yeah,
saying
you're
he's
saying
bad.
the Laporta pick. The Laporta pick's fire.
Dude, Laporta's nice. I like Laporta a lot. The Lions like him a lot too. He's playing like all the
Dude.
snaps.
I have Jared Goff in one of my redrafts. Man, it's kind of sick.
Dude, I love that man. Followed him since Berkeley.
Oh, shoot, yeah, I could do some day. No, he like open pocket. This man's sick. No pressure. Tom Brady, pretty much. You know, the minute someone comes
Okay.
within like a foot of him, it's just over.
Jared Goff or Lamar Jackson?
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson is the goat. Oh, the Bengals. That was such a sweet win. And just everyone played so good. And we don't have our center. We don't have our left tackle. We don't have Marlon Humphrey. It's too easy out here. It's too easy, actually.
Yeah, okay, enough. This is not a Ravens circle jerk. Okay, so boys, kudos, shout out Tyler actually, because he had some segments last podcast that I thought were pretty good. So I'm gonna give you guys some price checks on players. I want you guys to tell me who you'd rather have. So first one I got is Jahan Dotson versus Nico Collins. Who would you rather have?
Redraft or Dynasty?
Dynasty.
Dotson.
I
Think
was
so?
kind of buying into the Collins hype.
I like Collins.
Yeah.
I actually drafted Nico Collins and I dropped him, so I cannot support him.
Wow, you dropped him after week 1, bro?
No, like, dude, he's been in the league for like 3-4 years now.
No, he has 3-4 years. Wait, what?
I think he
I
has
drafted-
been.
I drafted him, dude.
Drafted
Really?
2021. Yeah, wow.
Shit. Okay, wow. This is okay. Fuck. Because, so it looks like Stroud is the real deal, right? Like
I don't
looks
know.
good.
He doesn't score though. He just, I guess he has
So, I think
a lot of
like,
yards.
I think he looks about as good as you can expect a rookie quarterback to look. Because he's on pace to shatter the all-time record for times that he's sacked. You know that?
Really?
Yeah, he is.
Okay,
Even
but
more
all those
than,
shit,
like
like I
David
always see on
Carr.
Twitter, like on pace to shatter. It's been 2 weeks, bro. On pace, everyone's on pace to shatter everything after 2 weeks.
Puka Nakua is on pace to shatter the
No, exactly.
receptions
We're gonna have
record.
1,000 targets by the end of the year. Not even. Actually, that begs the question. If Cooper Kupp comes back, would you still rank Puka Nakua as like a wide receiver 2? Does he fall as like a wide receiver 2 quality then, or?
I think he could be. Yeah, because remember, Robert Woods was like wide receiver 2 range for a while
Mhm.
there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's Tutu Atwell and Puka Nakua, and then fucking Van Jefferson. They just do not care about that man anymore.
So this is actually the second comparison that I had. This is a good segue, Terrence. So Puka Nakua or Zay Flowers?
Oh, Zay Flowers.
Well, you're biased, so fuck you.
I'm
What do
I'm
you
gonna go
think, Nick?
Puka because
No way.
I could have like stopped Terrence from getting Zay. I feel like by trading him Bateman this summer somehow. Would you have still picked up Flowers if I traded you Bateman during the draft weekend? You would have.
I figured one of them was gonna go off. I just didn't know which one.
Well,
But I'm glad I
Bateman
picked
fucking
right.
sucks.
He's good. He's
What a
good, man.
bum,
He,
man.
he comes down in third downs, makes a nice 5-yard catch. It's very helpful for
Wow.
the franchise.
Oh wow, nice.
The franchise
So-
appreciates it very much.
So do you guys think that Puka Nakua? Because I don't know what's up with Matt Stafford, but he like it seems like he just dials in on like one receiver
I know
and
it,
just gives him
right?
a shit ton of targets. So you think that once Stafford's out of the picture, that Puka is still gonna be like a stud?
I mean, that's hard to say. But at the same time, what I don't understand is like, if he's only targeting Puka, that must be like he's like I don't know how these defenses aren't like, you know, like reacting to that. So like it's been 2 weeks. I'm sure like he will still be a good fantasy player, but it has to die down.
Does
Just
McVay
like
just draw up insane plays for Puka?
but not just that. It's like I'm pretty sure Matt Stafford throws the ball pretty quickly out of the pocket. So like he has to be staring straight at Puka and just throwing to Puka every time. So unless Puka is just a monster, just man on man or something. Like how is he? He's getting stared down and thrown at, and he's just getting everything. You know?
I think it's also too because he doesn't, at least from just watching the game against the Niners, he doesn't run like deep routes. He doesn't run like intermediate routes. It's all like 10-yard stuff,
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's probably not the defense's like top priority. And so he just feasts like underneath.
But I feel like that's what's going to change now. It has to.
You think so?
The, dude, you can't give a guy 20 targets a game, and the next week the defensive coordinator is like, "Oh, we're not going to guard him." Dude, he got 20
Like they
targets
have
last
to
year.
catch up after 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
I mean, but do
like
you
maybe
It was
they
a
saw the
fluke.
first week of the fluke,
Maybe it was a
not week
fluke.
2.
so where do you see
Dude, when you
Puka
play,
like finishing end of the year? Like wide receiver
I
25?
see
Like
him wide receiver like 2 range, so like top 24.
okay,
I was gonna say around 25, maybe under 30,
okay. Do you
25 to
think
30.
Where do you think he's going to be at once Cup comes back? You think his targets are going to come back down to like 5 to 10 a game?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, it depends on how Cup looks too. But Cup, there's like Cup's better than Puka Nakua, right? If you
Yes.
think Cup is better than Puka Nakua, this is like not a crazy statement. So when clearly Matt Stafford likes just targeting one guy. Even with Calvin Johnson and the Lions, he did that same thing, you know. So obviously Calvin Johnson's a different beast, but maybe Puka's that same beast. But it's like that. It's that whole trend of always going after one guy. So I feel like when Cooper Cup comes back, but then like with Robert Woods, he was still okay.
Woods was okay. Woods would put up like what, maybe 8 or 9 fantasy points a game with the Rams. Does that sound about right?
I don't
Yeah,
know. I feel
that
like the
sounds
year
right.
they went to Super Bowl, was Woods
I
not
had
there
him for a
often?
while, and then I think I dropped him.
Well, because you remember, Terrence, the year they
I-
went to the Super Bowl, they had Jared Goff as the quarterback. So that's a little different.
No, they went Super Bowl with Matt Stafford like 2 years ago, dude.
Oh, well, you're talking about that. Okay, I was thinking of a different. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The long ago Super Bowl where they lost.
But yeah, I guess that
Yeah.
one was Robert Woods wasn't on the Super Bowl winning team, was he? I actually don't
Uh,
know.
I think he might have been. He might have just because there was one year where he like tore his ACL or something, and he was out for
Oh,
the whole
okay.
year. It might have been that year. I don't know. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see with Puka. I definitely like. Um, I know people were roasting Willie for spending like all of his fab on Puka, but that's definitely the right move.
And not just
Like,
that, do you see that Dom put like $1 less than Willie?
yeah, no, because Willie
So
was
like he
smart.
spent just enough to win.
No, because think about it. So Dom put $75 as a waiver bid, which is probably a pretty popular number, and Willie put it 76.
Go
Just
for the
That's like
like
for
unpopular
waivers, I
number.
always do that. I always put like 15. I always put 16. I always put 11. I always put 6. I always do one more.
do you guys on the point of waiver claims? What would you guys spend on Jerome Ford?
Oh my
He's
god.
owned. He's
No,
owned in our league, so there's no,
I know. I
repercussions.
don't understand. This man Ryan, these guys aren't even injured, and Ryan already has them. It doesn't even make sense. He picks up players like before the news reports drops about them. You know.
Yeah, no, it's weird. So I'll
He
give you
also
this scenario.
he actually drafted Jerome Ford. That was so stupid. He drafted this
He
guy.
drafted him?
Yeah. I had to
He
look
probably
back and
took
see
him
how
in
he
like
got
the
him.
third round.
Yeah, he did. It was,
So
Like
I
I'll
think
ask
this
I
year
you
do
he
think
guys.
drafted him?
I do think Kareem Hunt's gonna sign, and I do think it will not like that's always the risk. Like you pay all that money, and then what if like another running back signs? You know?
Yeah, that's true. I do think though that our league is a little different, just because our benches are so big. Like, look at the waiver wire. Like, the waiver wire
No,
is,
yeah. If
There's
Jerome Ford was
nothing.
there, everyone would
There's
drop
nothing.
everything for him.
yeah.
Like I feel like last week it was Puka and Tutu. They were probably the big ones.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I regret not bidding more on Kyron Williams. But
I mean, you got him anyways.
yeah, I had to pay Roshan on a couple thirds, but it's okay. All right.
What was your original question? I completely forgot.
I think we were just talking about. Oh, so here, I'll give you guys a scenario. In my other league, my running backs are Kyron Williams, Austin Eckler, and Damian Pierce. And I have $80 worth of fab. How much would you spend on Jerome Ford?
Look, I'm in a similar position, and I'm about to put 69 in for Jerome Ford.
60. Nice. What about you, Nick?
How do you feel about your current running backs?
He said, Eckler's injured, Pierce ass, and who else do you have left?
Kyron Williams.
Okay.
So,
I guess
obviously, Eckler's a stud, but he's hurt. I like Kyron, but I don't know. It's a little uncertain there. And then Pierce, I like Pierce as a player, but I don't know. The Texans are looking like a rough situation to be in.
I mean, they don't have an offensive line right now. No, nothing to run through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go in that like maybe 75 range if you're not super liking your team right now.
I always like to have a
Really?
little fab left, you know, just a little bit, just to like live off. But the risk is always paying way too much, you know. Like, what if you put in 70 and no one else puts above like 40? So, like, how does your league generally do waivers? Do you know?
So I know this is a new league for me. Like Puka went like, hey, a ton of money was dropped on Puka, like over 70% of
Okay.
fab. You know, so it's not like people are stingy with their fab. You know, people are definitely willing to spend. So I was thinking, me personally, I was thinking of doing like 50%, like so $40 to $50 range. You know, but we'll see.
I don't
We'll
think
see.
you'd win though. If people have seen people drop that much for Puka, why wouldn't they drop like similar amounts for Jerome Ford?
When
I
they
just
know that like he's coming
Yeah,
in
he's
the
like,
RB1
and he just played really
for the
well, you know, on
Browns.
top of that.
Did he play really well though? He had like one long run. I just don't think Jerome Ford is that good. I just think it's going to be like an opportunity type of thing, you know?
No, yeah, exactly. But it's redraft, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Also,
Yeah, I mean,
Deshaun Watson, that guy fucking sucks.
no,
Dude,
and
threw a
he's
pick
a
first,
rapist too.
10 seconds of the game?
But
Yeah.
that pick was weird, dude. That bounced off like 3 people, and then you know. But also the same, he just doesn't look like. So I saw this tweet. It was like it's the impending guilt of all the stuff he done. He lost his edge, but it's like he did, you know. He's not like mobile like he used to be. He's not reading pocket. Like he always had a problem with staying too long in the pocket. But now it's just like his throws are bad too, you know.
Yeah, I think that on some level, like all the, sexual assault stuff
I
kind
want to
of
say, what is
like,
that monster? But I realized it's Bubby right next to you.
yeah, no, I just got home like 30 minutes ago, so he's pretty happy to see me.
How did
Um,
you?
oh wow, thank you. Wow, it's flattering. No, I was gonna say I feel like mentally he's just because he knows that every fan base outside of the Browns fucking hates him, so he's just like mentally kind of out of it, and he already has the like contract, so
230 guaranteed.
I know like he literally has no incentive. Like what is his
Hmm.
incentive to play well,
I mean,
you know?
ideally it would be like to win the Super Bowl, you know, for your team and stuff. But you know, that if you lose a game and you go home to $230 million, it's not the worst thing to go home to, you know.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah,
feel that sorry for him, right?
I don't go sorry for him at all. He's a piece of shit. But
yeah.
I
He
thought at
raped.
least he's a good quarterback, and now he's not even that. You know, like
Yeah.
where would you rank Deshaun Watson as a quarterback going for not just for fan? Like let's do a how would you rate Deshaun Watson as a quarterback for real life and then fantasy after?
I think real life he's
I
bottom
think he's
10
not even top
right
50.
now.
Yeah, I don't even think he's top. I would say not even top 15. You think bottom 10?
Would you rather this year have Baker Mayfield or Deshaun Watson?
Baker.
See, I saw that. I saw it.
Baker.
Baker's balling. Like Mike Evans is. I have him in my redraft. He's a monster, dude.
I think I picked up Baker again.
You did. I saw.
Yeah. No, so, okay, let's go.
Wait,
Deshaun.
who did the Bucks play the first 2 weeks? It was Bears.
Bears.
That's and
Minnesota.
okay. So those aren't the best defenses. So we don't know like fully like how good you're like. Baker's biggest problem was not like it's like a lot of these quarterbacks. Because once the pressure comes, that's when you see who's like really stands out from the rest. I feel like most NFL quarterbacks can make throws in open pockets.
Don't
Would
the Bucks have a
Would you
pretty good
rather
running
have
back?
Baker when he was on the Browns or Deshaun Watson now?
Oh, definitely Baker.
Baker rookie year on the Browns maybe. Dude, I don't know if you Baker. We played them twice a year, so I saw Baker has a lot of tendencies that are very easy to spot, and he's like shorter. So he always rolls out left, and then you just tackle him.
I mean,
I don't know if
wasn't
he does
his
anymore,
last
but
year? Wasn't he playing hurt his last year on the Browns?
I mean, I don't remember that stuff, but he just wasn't playing well.
I think he was.
I mean, they made
yeah.
the playoffs.
Yeah, no, they made the NFC. They made the AFC Championship, didn't they?
But no, they lost to the.
It was a divisional.
They lost to. I forget who they lost to. They won against the Steelers. That was
I
the
think it
Steelers
was
were
the
like
Chiefs.
14-1, and then yeah, I think they lost to Chiefs.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Deshaun Watson fucking sucks. All
This
right,
also
let's.
sucks. I drafted Amari Cooper thinking Deshaun would be good, and Amari Cooper is not doing shit these days. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, man. Fuck the Browns.
Fantasy's so frustrating because like right now we're talking about players, but like we're week 2, so the players we're talking about right now could easily be nothing by week 16. You know,
Yeah.
like Puka Nacua could go from like star stud, like best fantasy pick ever to like I can't believe we even thought of him like that. You know, yeah, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, that's a good point. That could be a good segment on like what players you think are real and are fake. Maybe for another day.
What players have been like that in the past, where it's like stud week and then they just dropped off?
Well,
completely?
Clyde Edwards-Helaire was a top 5 running back for the first 4 weeks
yeah.
last year.
And because he had all that hype coming in.
Yeah. I feel like it's probably guys that are scoring a lot of touchdowns right now. You know?
Or like for example, Jesse, remember the year you had Joe Mixon and he like sucked? So you traded him away.
I never had Joe Mixon.
No, this is when we were still in redraft.
Oh shit! I don't even remember. That's Mickey Mouse. I don't care about.
Yeah, I remember this because I won. But anyways, this just goes like Joe Mixon was like just a bum running back, being like, bro, who wants him? And by the end of the season, he's like, he was like solid RB2, you know.
Yeah, I feel like there's also like guys like that who you draft as like expecting a stud. When they're putting up like RB2 numbers, like yeah, in a vacuum, like that's good. But you're just disappointed every single week, so it like kind of sours your expectations or like your opinion on them, you know?
Yeah, I think yeah. Like, I don't know why I can't think of players right now, but yeah, there's like week 1 and week 16 are so different. Our starting lineups right now, we're still starting lineups week 16, except for Tyler's team. Probably be different, you know?
So would you rather have Rashad White or Kyron Williams?
Well, you just told me Kyron Williams got 95% of snaps and 10 targets the game, so that's pretty insane. I don't think Rashad White's getting that anytime soon. You're talking redraft, right?
Yeah, just for this year.
Probably Kyron Williams. More explosive offense. More chance to get in the red zone.
I was looking up Rashad White's stats because I did not watch the Bucks, so
Nah.
yeah, I don't know. For me, it's a toss-up.
That's it. It's easy because they could both end the season like
they
could end the season like RB30 and RB31, and no one would be like shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely pretty tough with a lot of these guys.
Nick Chubb was literally like everyone thought like if you told me like if you told me last week that Nick Chubb would be irrelevant at the fantasy season, it would just be like, it's crazy. He's too good to be relevant. But then injuries.
Oh my gosh, I watched the slow mo. His
Oh, I've
knees
seen
were
it
like,
too, bro. Dude, I know it's crazy.
just like
I'll
completely the other way, right?
Oh, Jesse, I can show you.
no, I'm bringing it up on my computer so that the watchers can see it.
No, dude, the slow motion is bad, dude. I'm sorry, I get why they didn't show it again.
Because like in regular speed, I feel like it didn't look bad, probably because it's too fast to see his legs go like this, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
you just see him
No,
like
it-
on the ground, and you're like, wait,
His
what
legs
happened?
like here, and his body twists like there. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck. Holy shit. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. That's rough. Yeah. No, that's a tough one.
And
It
he had a
sucks
very
'cause Nick
bad
Chubb's a
injury.
good guy.
He had a very bad injury in college on the same leg. Very similar injury. So it's just like, do you think he'll play again?
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think his career's done?
I think he
I
will
mean-
play.
You think so? I feel like if I was him, I'd be like, I don't want to screw up my leg anymore. I'm out.
But like, how much money has Nick Chubb made in his career? He's a running
He
back.
got
so.
he got a big extension after his rookie deal. So
Oh, he did? Okay, so he's got in a second deal. Okay, so I guess he is good. But I feel like
He signed
I
a
could see him
3-year,
coming back
$36
and just
million.
I could see him coming back and just not being as good and then retiring.
yeah, because like Nick, you're right that I could definitely see him being like, yeah, I'm not gonna come back on a veteran minimum and be a backup and just like fuck myself. I would rather just
Beat up his
retire.
body like more than he needs to at that point.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the smart thing to do. I could also see like the competitor in him being like, oh, I want to
Yeah.
play, like I want to be on a team. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess we won't really know until we see it on the field. I mean, that won't be like next year, if that.
Oof, yeah, maybe next
Dude, this
year.
week-
That-
I saw
I
all the
saw-
people on Reddit just praying. They're like, "Oh, can we have like an Adrian Peterson come back?"
That would be crazy. That would be
No,
insane.
the thing people are saying about Nick Chubb is he already had that comeback. He already did come back or something like that. Do it twice is crazy.
Yeah,
In
shit,
college,
man.
he tore his ACL, MCL, and like meniscus or something. In college.
I mean,
He
you
just
guys
did it
know,
again.
Frank Gore tore ACL on both knees, right? And then he still had like like a 20-year career or some shit like that. So I guess
I feel
possible.
like with Frank Gore, towards the end of his career, he was literally getting positions out of prestige and respect for him more than because he was good. I feel like.
I feel
He
like
was-
even towards the
Dude,
end, he was.
This man was literally walking when he came out the break. Maybe he was good at blocking in his new pass pro well, but like, dude, he was ass when you were watching him. I remember on the Bills, he was a Bills starter for a while. That was so bad.
I think it was a combo of he's obviously like a good locker room guy. He's good in pass
Okay.
pro. He like never fumbles or fucks up, and he's good for like a short yardage type of thing, you know.
I mean, yeah,
So
if you want
I
2
could see
yards, but-
I could see Nick Chubb honestly doing the Frank Gore.
Yeah, that's
role.
what I'm saying. Yeah, like being like, not being as explosive, but I mean Nick Chubb's thing was he's just such a good runner. I feel like he might still be a good runner, but he just doesn't have that burst. He won't have that burst anymore.
Yeah, no, that's tough.
See, this year, injuries, we already have J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, and I guess like Eckler's like he's not playing for a couple of weeks. Saquon Barkley's not
Aaron
playing for a couple of
Rodgers.
weeks. Yeah, Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
dude, that's so sad.
I'm talking about just running backs right now. Like just running backs. There's like 5 or 6 like top running backs that are like at least out for the next couple of weeks. You know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And I don't know, normally handcuffs do well, but my handcuffs. Joshua Kelly sucked last week.
Yeah, Josh Kelly's a bitch. Fuck that guy.
Dude, I don't know. Like, yeah, that was. I didn't even watch the game, but Chargers are just chokers beyond belief. So can't rely on their players either.
Yeah, so I figure we might as well talk about your matchup against Mr. Young Sabara. So you
Yeah,
lost.
so
How did you fucking lose to this
Basically,
guy?
I'll explain. Let me explain. Let me elaborate. It was a fluke game. I didn't have Austin Eckler, so I didn't have my best player. Unfortunately, I thought my backup would fix that mistake, but he did not, and he sucked. And then just all of Nick's teams started doing well except for his quarterback. I didn't even watch the Patriots offense game. I was having dinner, and I looked at the score. And I'm like, I just see Nick going off in the group chat. I'm like, fuck, man, like, there's no way. It was sucks. On Sleeper, I was projected to win by 86%, and I saw he had 2 players left. And I was like, I don't know about that, man. Mostert and Kendrick Bourne for 25 points is not the craziest thing. And then fucking Mostert got 25 points by himself. However, like I said earlier in my opening statement, tis but just a roadblock on my way towards my 3rd chip.
Yeah, go.
It is just two
Yeah, a
losses
small
to start the
what
season.
1 year roadblock.
No. Small 2-game roadblock.
I can mute you. I literally just muted you, Terrence. I can't unmute. Oh shit, can I not unmute you?
No, I
There
can
you go.
unmute myself.
Ah, there you go. Okay, fuck, that would be bad. I will say with Nick Samar's team, Mostert. Can we talk about Christian Kirk? Fuck this guy. I fucking hate this
bro.
man.
This team is just everyone. This is his best week ever, so I'll give it to him. But this is not going to happen again.
Yeah. So are we? Who is worst team in the league right now?
I was going to say Nick, but I just lost him, so I can't say Nick anymore. Oh, buddy, you, dude. I mean, your team's not even bad. How are you doing so bad, bro, Justin? I just saw your points forward.
Yeah, honestly, like just looking at your players, I'm like, your players are fine. You're just
right.
not pulling through.
AJ Brown, Ayuk, and Ridley combined
Yeah.
for 13 points.
No, dude, that was crazy. They all shit the bed.
And George Kittle, he's just never going to be a fantasy guy, I think.
Dude, I could not believe how little like Ridley got on Sunday because I wasn't watching, but I was keeping up with like the score on my phone, and because I placed I think an over on Ridley's yardage. I was like, how's this guy not scoring more or not catching more?
You lost because Nick One placed the bet. If Nick One never placed
Exactly.
that bet, he would have went off.
My bad, Justin.
Sabotage.
My bad.
You know, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start betting every player on Willie's team and see how they do. Because if they go off on me, I'm happy still.
You know what I'm worried about with Ayuk is I don't want them playing him because he was banged up. Like he got hurt and he was like not really playing his usual snaps. I don't want them playing him Thursday and then he like actually hurts himself. You know, like that would be catastrophic for me.
Actually,
yeah,
Dom's team
shit the
is
bed.
pretty bad too. Dom might have the worst team.
Yeah, this motherfucker had Zach Moss score 18 points, bro. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break.
Because he has Garrett Wilson. But Garrett Wilson's not going to be. I mean, he's doing fine so far, but I don't think he's going to. Zach Wilson's going to. He sucks, so it is what it is with him, yeah?
Garrett Wilson got his points on a 67-yard touchdown this past week. You know, like that's. Garrett Wilson's a good player, but that's not reliable.
He went 2 for 7 on targets, so like that just shows inaccuracy throwing the ball, you know. And that's only going to continue.
Yeah.
Nick's team is pretty bad too. I don't know what the fuck happened, dude. This was a tough one. As the franchise, I would say, it's just a roadblock. But mentally, emotionally, as a person, bro, this one sucked, dude. This is one of the worst teams I've ever seen, and he beat me. You know? Fucking. Yeah. Kendrick Bourne. It's crazy because that's like his only player that did.
Kendrick Bourne put up like 4.5 points. What are you bitching about, bro?
No, I'm like that's the only player that did bad. You know, like every other player, I can't even say their name because they did pretty good. But these players themselves aren't that good. You know?
Yeah. You guys think? Where do you guys think James Cook finishes on the year?
I mean, he's the RB1 in a nice offense.
Like top 15, like 15, 20, like
top 20, top 20. I mean, there's 32 offenses. There's an RB1 for every offense. And I don't think any team has a double running back system that's raw right now.
Falcons will be that.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe Falcons, but like I think Cook's better than Algier at least for the season.
Yeah, probably.
I'd go with that.
So maybe top 15, yeah, because I can't think of like he's in a good offense. He's just gonna get touches.
James Cook or Damian Pierce?
James Cook.
James Cook or Kyron Williams?
James Cook.
James Cook or
Just name all your running backs, Jesse. Just name all your running backs.
I feel like Kyron could pull ahead. It just depends on how the Rams use him.
James Cook or last one with James Cook. James Cook or Brees Hall this year.
Brees.
Dude, Terrence, are you gonna whip your dick out right now? Jesus Christ. Because the thing is, I like Brees. Like, Brees is very sick, don't get me wrong. I just, like...
It's his first 2 weeks back, too. He still has to settle in. You know, off
Why
injury.
did he only get 4 touches? What, did you watch that game?
I don't know. I
Okay,
didn't watch
there's another group coming in soon, so
Let me pull up what happened.
I might have to move.
Let's see.
Yeah, fucking school. Imagine school, Nick. Can you imagine going back to school?
Can't imagine
God.
that, man.
Do you guys
Jesus.
like my nice textbook backpack and my normal backpack?
You look like a queer.
I am a queer.
You know what? I blame it on Zach Wilson.
You outside?
Sick
Take a little stroll through USD, guys.
Okay, so I guess let's move on to another matchup. So Nathan has made some moves. Nathan beat Dom's team 122 to 111. He lost
Really
Chubb.
good now.
He lost Chubb for the year.
I want to say my sleeper pick for the year.
For the league?
I think Anthony has a very good chance of winning this league. Not a very good chance if Tyler exists, but I think Anthony. He doesn't have like the second best team, but I just feel like he's a sleeper. He's a dark horse candidate. I like his team a lot.
Yeah, his team's not bad. Brian Robinson was looking really good.
Mm-hmm. Man came back from bullet wounds, so
Yeah, we'll see. I was expecting Gibson to be used more, but yeah, it looks like Robinson's the guy.
your mistake was relying on Gibson.
You're right. You're totally right there. I'll take the L. You know what pisses me off about the Commanders is that Jahan Dotson last year was like so good down the field, you know what I mean, scoring touchdowns, and now they have him running. Literally, the only routes he runs now are like within 10 yards in the line of scrimmage. It makes no sense, you know? Like it's so frustrating. This year has been so frustrating for Dotson.
Do you think
'Cause I love him.
Sam Howell is that guy?
I think Sam Howell is on like a little bit above like the Baker Mayfield level.
I guess there's a podcast I listen to. They always say, is he above the Andy Dalton line?
I think he's right above
Andy
the Dalton
Dalton-
line.
Andy Dalton, when he was like Andy Dalton, the Bengals won the AFC North like 3 or 4 years, you know? Him and AJ Green were on one, you know? So
Yeah, I think Howell I think he has like kind of the it factor almost. He just led like a big comeback, so I think I like
that whole like
Howell.
he doesn't let like interceptions like bring him down. Doesn't like, you know, some quarterbacks you can tell like they start playing way more conservatively or they're like missing easy throws because it gets to them.
Yeah.
He's got that dog.
Yeah, he does have that dog. Speaking of dog, an Ant's team. So Ant has Justin Fields as quarterback. In Dynasty, would you rather have CJ Stroud or Justin Fields?
Dude, Justin Fields, okay, obviously like the team's not helping him with the play design. I get that, but like there are some very open throws, you know? And it's so easy to like pause on like the video. I get that. But it's like if it's not his first read, he just doesn't do anything. Even when it is his first read, he doesn't make the throw.
Have you seen there's like this video where it's like, oh, Justin Fields takes awful sack, where he's in the pocket, he's looking around for a
Mhm.
receiver, and he doesn't find one, and like the pocket's still clean, but he just like runs forward right into
Do
a
you have the
sack.
video?
I
I
don't
saw
have
that.
the video, but I'm trying to look for it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. So there's like a guy running like a deep slant, and he's like a post, pretty much a post. He's like wide open, and he just looks at him and just runs straight into the pile.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting the.
But at the same time, it's just like he's so athletic. Like when he is running, he looks so good, you know. And then he still dropped like 20 fantasy points.
No, he dropped like 11. Oh yeah,
14.
I have the sack on this. You'll see it when the
Wait, you
podcast
have to
comes
share
out.
your screen. Are you sharing your
Well,
screen?
I don't. How do I even? Because I don't know if I. Ooh, can I share my screen?
Yeah, you just present. No, I never used Google Meet before. It's pretty clean.
Yeah, just do present now.
Um,
Yeah, basically, if you guys didn't slow my workout down, I would have hit 3 plays on incline today. But
shut.
I guess
Yeah,
not
I'm
not
sorry about that,
not
man.
today. Not
Sorry
today.
about
Yeah.
that, man. I'm still just trying to catch up to you.
Appreciate it. One day, Nick.
Yeah, I
Have
don't
you
know.
seen
It won't let
the
me
Jim
share.
Reaper on TikTok?
No, what's that?
He's just like this guy who just benches crazy. I mean, he's kind of like a bigger guy, but he benches insane.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't share screen, but yeah, you'll see it on the replay. So we only
Okay.
got 15 minutes left in this call. Just a heads up, boys.
All right.
Um, so I don't know. I feel like we don't really need to talk about any other matchups. What do you guys think of Ryan's team? Because he's been putting up a decent amount of points.
I think Ryan's a definition of fantasy is not all luck because he had a god shit roster and he devoted his life to fantasy, and now his team is much better. You know,
Yeah,
the biggest way I see it is like making the playoffs in fantasy is relatively skill. You can luck your way in. Winning the whole thing is like you need some luck at the end of the day.
Wait, shoot, I really like his roster.
No, he rebuilt his roster like top to
Holy
bottom.
crap.
I'm telling you, he was on the waiver wire like scavenging out here. You know, no one escaped the waiver wire from him.
okay. Don't put his dick too far down your throat. Okay, let's take it easy here.
It was very impressive. I mean, I think for me, it was just like you didn't think that team could like do anything, and now it's borderline the second best team in the team in our league. You know.
He's got a good squad. He's got a good squad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not better than mine, but he's got a good squad.
But I'm better than your squad. I single-handedly would take on your fantasy team and win.
What? Keep on talking. Okay, no, you can unmute yourself. I'm sorry.
You know, I can unmute myself. So I don't even have to listen to you.
Yeah, it's all right. My team, we're coming back.
I will say, like, other than Tyler's team, the thing is, like, anyone's team can drop, like, 110 points. I feel like even if you have a bad team, and any team can also drop, if you're able to drop 110 points, by the flip side, you can drop worse than that. Anyone can win. Except once you get the
Yeah.
playoffs. Tyler's team is the only one that, like, doesn't.
No, I mean, dude, Tyler's team isn't dropping an absurd amount of points like he was last year.
He
And
did drop 160 the first week.
lest we forget, in the playoffs last year, Tyler actually was shitting the bed.
No,
Tyler was
I
dropping
would've beat
such
Tyler-
low points.
I would have beat Tyler in the playoffs last year. And
Like,
he didn't even win.
If
First of all,
either
Nathan
of
won
his,
in my head.
okay, first of all, let's just clear the space. There is no real champion last year, none.
Yes.
And
Yes.
There's also no real champion before Dynasty, so settle that as well.
Dude.
Okay. So I have a few more comparisons that I want to get your boys' opinion on before we leave.
Mhm.
So a couple old boys here. In Dynasty, would you rather have Mike Evans or Keenan Allen?
Mike Evans. Mike Evans younger.
Is
Do
he
you guys know
really?
Mike Evans is not even 30 yet?
I
Really?
did not know that.
Keenan Allen's like 31.
He's
Keenan
30.
Allen is 30.
Mike Evans is 30.
I thought did he just turn 30 or?
He turned 30 in August.
Okay, the last month.
So Keenan is 1 year older.
I would still take Mike Evans just because he's definitely more of an explosive player. Keenan's a target monster more, you know. But also,
So is-
Mike Evans does have that thing where he drops 40 and then drops 0.
Yeah. So is that a consensus, Nick? You would also take Mike?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's Mike's. I mean, Mike's been going off. He's looking like a really
Is
good
Chris
value
Godwin
this
just
year.
not doing anything? Like, what's going on there?
I haven't
The
been
thing with
watching Bucks
fantasy is like,
games.
yeah. Also, the thing with fantasy, touchdowns determine so much. A touchdown is the equivalent of like a 55-yard pass or like 60-yard run. So if they both have 60 yards, but Mike Evans catches a touchdown, it's like, oh man, he had such a good game. He had 12 points. Chris Godwin sucked and had 6 points. But it's really the same game. One had a touchdown.
It's not only a touchdown, it's that Mike Evans is catching long touchdowns too. So like one play, Mike Evans will just drop like 11 points.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even boom or bust because he's pretty consistent. I mean, like, Mike Evans. The biggest thing with him that people are always like, oh, he sucks. Baker's there. Mike Evans before Tom Brady never had a good quarterback, but despite that, he always dropped at least 1,000 yards.
Yeah, that's true. So on Godwin, who would you rather have between like Chris Godwin and like Michael Thomas?
I feel like they're in this very much
yeah.
the same tier right now. Honestly, I did not expect Michael Thomas to, contribute as much as he did. It seemed like because I honestly wrote him off after not playing so much.
I agree.
I completely
Olave
wrote
that
him off.
guy, and you're like, who the hell is Michael Thomas? Also, I don't know if you guys been watching, but my boy Rashid Shaheed is sick, dude. Man,
Shut up.
I tried to get him from you.
Rashid Shaheed is very involved in that offense. It's very good to see. They make plays for him.
Yeah.
But to your point, I'd say Chris Godwin. Whoever's younger.
Yeah, I'd probably go Godwin, but it's definitely close. All right, so Nick, your boy. So Kyle Pitts or Sam Laporta?
I'm gonna ride the Laporta hype because Pitts is. I mean, he's like solid, right? He puts up like.
But isn't Pitts just one trade away from being great?
Is
he though?
I feel like we just. I don't know. We haven't seen him like boom like that, right?
Well,
boom like how he was expected to.
I know he's probably one of the most disappointing picks, and on top of that, Nick put a first for him, you know. But on the flip side, the first was Najee, who's not even doing that much better.
It was 101
either. At least Najee gave you an RB1 season. You know,
that's true. Pitts hasn't given you anything. He had one game, I think.
That Laporta pick, man.
Would you rather have?
If you drafted Pitts, you can't bench him. So that's tough. You need another tight end.
Yeah.
What would you trade for Pitts right now?
I would trade
that's my question.
I would trade like a late second for him.
I was gonna say a second.
Yeah, I'd say a second. That's crazy.
Because it's like the way I view Pitts right now is, if I were to trade for him, I'm not expecting anything, but I'm just keeping him on my bench as like a lottery ticket, you know.
Yeah, because at some point, he's gonna have value because of where he was drafted in name value, no matter what, you know.
Yeah. They say that these first round picks hold their value for a while because people are
Pitts
like
versus
reluctant.
Laporta. Like Pitts would probably get more than Laporta could. You could for Laporta. I'd argue.
Do you think that would be a smart trade though?
Like, would you do Pitts Laporta straight up?
What do you think of that trade?
I wouldn't. Really, you're just off him completely.
I mean, dude. We've seen this with Eric Ebron, bro. Eric Ebron was a top 10 pick. What did he do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, there's one year on the Steelers. He had like 10 tutties.
Yeah, his 1 year that he was good was like a crazy touchdown year. You know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Touchdowns really changed. Like they get a touchdown, like a receiver who has 600 yards with 6 touchdowns, it goes from like a wide receiver like 30 to a 600 receiver yard with 12 touchdowns, so it's like a wide receiver like 20, you know?
Yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. Pitts has had a pretty horrendous fall. How about let's go. No, go ahead.
Go on. I was gonna say Ritter, very inconsistent, but does not seem to. No matter who the quarterback is, they don't seem to go towards the pits, which is strange.
I mean, I just don't think Ritter is good enough to like throw the ball consistently. Like, there's a reason what do they run the ball like 45 times this past
But
week?
even
You
then,
know?
like he's hitting other people. Like, how are you like? I don't know. It's hard for me. But I guess your first read's not necessarily the tight end. Maybe that's why.
How has Drake London been doing?
I heard he's been doing
Are they
ass.
hitting him?
He had a touchdown last week. He had a decent game last
Oh,
week.
okay.
I mean, it's honestly kind of baffling that they would draft Pitts and London while their whole philosophy is to run the ball as many times as possible. You know, it's kind of weird.
I mean, they're definitely building for the future. I mean, they just drafted Bijan, and they're ideally Desmond Ritter is. I don't know, maybe they think he's the guy, but I mean, if they had a good quarterback, that team is pretty good. You know.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like they're kind of in no man's land right now, where they're not going to be bad enough to get a good quarterback in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not
going
good.
on
They're
that.
not good
Would
enough.
you rather have? Go on. Would you rather have Sanders or Williams?
What, Shadur Sanders?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or do you think he's way overhyped?
Definitely Caleb Williams, bro. Definitely Caleb Williams.
I was like, Caleb Williams is sick, but there's some plays I'm just like, bro, you can't do that in the NFL.
I mean,
You can't
dude,
you can't just run to the side, chill there for like 4 or 5 seconds, and then throw the ball. You know.
I mean, but like, what is Shadur? I don't know. I mean, Shadur Sanders almost lost to Colorado State this past week. You know, like it took. Like, I don't know if you watched that game. I watched the very end. There was some Colorado
The pick
State
at the end,
player,
yeah.
number 8, who had like some horrendous penalties. You know, like
Mhm.
he had like two 15-yard penalties of the last drive that put
No,
them in
I mean they
touchdown
very well
range.
could be the most overhyped team in college football, but you never know.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Shadur Sanders guy.
Really, I mean, I don't even know if he's gonna go to the league this year. I think he gets Heisman votes. He will next year. They are definitely the most interesting team in college football right now, by far.
Yeah, they got a lot of hype. They definitely have a lot of hype.
Mm-hmm.
So my last comparison is: would you rather have Jahmyr Gibbs or Breece Hall?
Ooh. I thought I liked the way Gibbs looked after week 1, and then I bet on him week 2, and I lost all hope.
But Gibbs, Montgomery just got injured, so Gibbs should get a bigger role now.
Fair. That's my take on it.
You know what I
'Cause
thought was
lots of
interesting
money.
with Gibbs is that when Montgomery got hurt, they put in Craig Reynolds in the Montgomery role. Some people are
Yeah, do
saying
you
like,
think
oh,
Gibbs is?
maybe with like a week of practice, Gibbs will get that, but I don't
Do
know.
you
I'm
think
not
Gibbs is
sure.
not good at pass pro or something? Like, I feel like with a lot of rookie running backs, the issues they can't block very well. And Gibbs is not a big guy either, isn't he?
Let's see. How much does he weigh?
Well, the stats. Well, if he comes in under me, that would be.
Jahmyr Gibbs is 201.
Okay, then
Dude,
Montgomery's
I
like
weigh the same as Gibbs. That's crazy. Put me in. Put me in, coach. I'm bigger.
You could
2
honestly
inches, 2
probably.
inches
I feel like you
taller
could pass pro.
and same weight. Ooh.
You think, Nick? Give me okay. Do you think Nick that you could hold up in pass pro against a blitzing linebacker?
I think Nick
I
could
think-
go up against a cornerback who plays.
Let me work on my squats for like 4 months and then put me in.
Yeah, at the end of the day, in real life, they're gonna go around you so fast. Like you're
Yeah,
just not
I
keeping
need to
up with
work on
them.
my squats a little bit.
Or they'll just push you down like just straight up.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a tough one.
I can see Nick if you got great positioning, you saw the blitzing corner, you got super ready. I can see you pop in the blitzing corner. like 170-pound, like I don't know, like Sauce Gardner build, but like worse than him, coming down and Nick just pops him.
Boom.
Oh, you would fuck up Sauce Gardner. That guy's a twig.
Yo, best matchup, me against Tutu. That guy.
No, honestly.
He like weighs what, 165?
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, so have you guys seen Tank Dell at all?
No, I just saw the
No.
preseason catch with it. Other than that, I didn't see anything.
So Tank Dell, he had a pretty good game last week. But the thing is, so Tank Dell is 5'8", 165, which is like 165 is pretty small
Wait,
for a receiver.
165 is small, but sleeper.
He's like
Hollywood
the
is like
light,
160.
he's like the lightest receiver to come through the combine in a long time.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
At the
So,
end of the day, I mean, Devontae Smith hell is small too. Like his weight's like 170 or something. He does well.
yeah,
But at like what 5'8", 160, dude, that's like me like junior year of high school small.
Jam, you were 5'8", 160. What are you now, Nick?
5'11", 200, 205. Bounce between there.
Jesus, you fucking monster. Good lord. Holy moly.
Yep. Yep, I think we gotta end on that one.
Well, we have under a minute left, so I will recap.
All right,
So
final
in
impression.
the
Ravens
in the
are
rug-
gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna win the championship. End the story.
So, in recent news in the Rugby World Cup, South Africa beat Romania 76-0. They're currently 2-0 in their group. They're the defending champions.
Next week,
Tomorrow-
Jesse gives the rundown on
Tomorrow Arsenal
WNBA
plays the Champions
championship.
again.
Dude, no, I was trying to do a rundown on the Rugby World Cup last week, but the screen record fell off. So,
Tomorrow Arsenal
right,
wins the Champions League, and actually Man United plays Bayern tomorrow. It's gonna be so funny.
oh, that's crazy. So we have like 10 seconds, boys. So last impressions, like 5
times.
seconds.
3 times coming soon.
Good shit, boys.